Then we move over into IEEE 1394. You know what IEEE is, right? I can never remember what it is. It's like the Institute of Electrical Engineering and some. I honestly don't remember. I could pull it up and tell you and sound like I know everything at all times of what I'm talking about, but I actually don't remember. Here's what I am going to tell you though. The IEEE is a bunch of geeks. That's what it is. It's a bunch of geeks that set standards. And so if you ever see IEEE anything, that just means that organization set a standard that was accepted in the industry. Okay, things became an industry standard. So 1394 became the standard for Firewire. And the original Firewire, which is now known as S400, or sometimes it's just even 400. You don't even put the S with it. It's just Firewire 400. Depending on other specifics, it had the ability to transmit data at 100, 200, or 400 megabits per second. And again, compared to the 12 megabit USB, this seemed lightning fast. Or how about like it seemed like Firewire, right? I mean, even just that name, Firewire, that sounds fast. Well, it is. But the problem was is that then USB 2 came out and it could do 480 megabits per second, and that was faster than Firewire. So Firewire standards had to also improve, and we then moved on to the Firewire 800, 1600, and even 3200, which are the standards that represent Firewire that could handle 800 megabits, 1.6 gigabits, or 3.2 gigabits. It lines up perfectly with its name, right? 800 meaning 800 megabits, 1600 meaning 1600 megabits or 1.6 gig, and 3200 being 3200 megabits or 3.2 gig. Which again, Firewire and USB are in constant competition with each other in the sense that USB can also now do up to 5 gigabits. So Firewire needs to keep working, getting to be faster. But that's okay. It's good that the different standards are trying to compete with each other to be the go-to standard for speed because they'll both just keep getting faster and faster and faster. Now, when it comes to the Firewire ports, this is what they look like. Okay, you got your 4-pin, 6-pin, and 9-pin alpha or beta. Okay, again, you can pretty much figure out very often you'll have a pin where it might be alpha on the computer and beta on the device. Although I will tell you, from what I've seen with Firewire, you can see these ports on either side at any time. Especially, I can tell you, I have a 4-pin alpha on my video camera, and then the 6-pin alpha is on my computer. All right, so just to give you a couple of examples.